Okay, going to try and give you a little better close-up view of how this works. Here's the gauge, here's bowl. I've got the gauge adjusted for the chuck that I'm using. We slide this in till it touches the bottom of the bowl here, and then we can see right here exactly how thick the bottom of the bowl is. Yeah, I haven't had any issues with this getting in the way of a workpiece, but you can see you line that center finger up with the face of your chuck, and it will tell you exactly how much space you have over here. So it's very easy to see when you're turning. Okay, let's get started. Okay, for this project you need a couple of things. You need a dowel. The size doesn't matter too much. This is all stuff I found laying around in my workshop. So you need a dowel, a piece of wood. I'm going to use like a 1/4-inch piece of plywood here, and 1x2, a couple of pieces of 1x2, again just materials I had laying around in the shop. The other thing you're going to need is something like this. This is just a 1/4-20 bolt with a square head on it. If you have a small carriage bolt or something like that, that would work fine. But this is, we're going to need this. Okay, let's get started. I'm not going to show you all the cut pieces and what I'm doing, because I'm assuming if you're watching this video you have some experience with cutting a 1/4-inch piece of plywood. So I'm not going to include all that. So here we go. Okay, I've got the pieces cut. Let me show you what I got. I ripped these down so they fit in the slot here on my lathe bed. Okay, I notched this one out just a little bit so we can join these two together like an L. Okay, this is, I just cut this down to 5 inches by 6 inches. That should be plenty. It's going to sit on top of here. I've marked it from underneath with a line where this is going to go. It doesn't need to go all the way to the end. It doesn't matter. We just want it so that it gets in the same spot every time. Okay, that's that. The next thing I did is this. I cut this block of wood, and it's 3 inches long, and 1 inch back from the end I've drilled a hole for my dowel. So the dowel will go through there like that. Oops. I've also drilled a 1/4-inch hole here for the bolt and wing nut. That will go through here to clamp this so it won't move. So that's our gauge. Okay, let's do some assembly. The other thing I did, I'm going to see if I can get you a close-up here, is I've split this on the bandsaw. You can cut it with anything you like, but you want to have a kerf so that when the dowel goes through, this will clamp it. And there's an extra inch here. This was 3 inches long. This is 1 inch back, and there's enough in it that it'll clamp pretty nice. And then the hole here is for the bolt, so that we can tighten that down and snug it up. So that's all there is to it. Just that slot. You could do it with a hand saw, or if you have a band saw, that worked really well. Okay, here we are. We've done some assembly now. I've attached these two pieces at right angle, and I've attached it to the base. So this sits in here now in the bed, and it freely slides back and forth. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is drill a hole for the finger that will go to the center of the bowl. Alright, now that's 1/4-inch dowel, so I have a 1/4-inch drill here, and we're going to just put that on there. Okay, we've got a 1/4-inch drill here. We're going to drill a hole in the top of this. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm just going to use my tailstock here. Oh yeah. To push it onto the drill. You get a piece of wood here. Okay, I'll turn the lathe on. What about? Oh, we gotta reverse it. Oh, that's right. Okay, we turn the lathe on. About 400 RPM or so, 500 RPM. Just put this block of wood in here to help push it. We just push this on, and it'll drill a perfectly centered hole. Just like that. Okay. Now we've got the hole there for the center finger dowel. Okay, I'm going to make this dowel about 6 inches long or 7 inches long, and we will fit it in there and just put a screw in to hold it so it doesn't move. I've got the finger here. That's the finger that will go inside the bowl. The next thing I'm going to do is attach this block to the base here with a couple of screws from the back side. Now I want to make sure I put the screws only here so that they don't interfere with this clamping action. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now I've attached that block of wood to here, and I've drilled and countersunk a hole to put a carriage bolt in. Now this will go in there. I probably got to hit it with a hammer, but let me see if I can get that in there. Hopefully I got it in deep enough. Oh, just okay. I don't know if I'll be able to get my washer on there. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, we're good. Now all I need is the finger for here. I'll need to cut another piece of dowel. Okay, I've got another piece of dowel. I put it in here, and I'll get it adjusted for my chuck, and then I'll trim it off. It doesn't need to be that long. So let's go ahead and get a chuck in here. This is one of my chucks. This is a Nova chuck, and the way this works is we put we'll have to get a better angle here. Okay, now you can see my chuck is here. This is my setup. What I'll do is I'll put a ruler across the face of the chuck. I move this up to just touch the ruler, and then I'm going to adjust this finger, which is a little on the tight side here, up to so that it just touches that ruler like that. Then we lock it in place. And now anytime there's a bowl on here, I can put this on here, run it up to there, and it will tell me how this space here will tell me how thick the bottom is. Let me trim this off a little bit. I don't need it to be that long, and we will go from there. Let me go about here. Okay, there we have it. Now this will go into the center of the bowl, and when it hits the bottom of the bowl, it will tell us, this space here will tell us exactly how thick the bottom of the bowl is. I'll get a little bowl to demonstrate. Let's see, what have I got here? Okay. Let's see. This is just something I had laying around. Okay, so now as you push this in, it hits the bottom of the bowl. That space will tell you how thick the bottom of the bowl is. And it will work every time. And you can adjust this for different chucks. You could change this. I put a screw in but no glue, so if I needed to change this finger I could do that. But that's it there. So we're all done. Thanks for watching.